Okay, I'll show you what I'm going to be working on tonight and what we're going to be working on. This is a platform called HackTheBox, and we've talked about this. I've introduced this so many times. HackTheBox is essentially a hacker's training ground and a hacker's playground. You're able to VPN or securely connect into their infrastructure and hack boxes, right? And you're doing this legally, right? This is all legal. This is paid. I pay for VIP. It's $10 a month. Well worth it. But there's one thing I noticed I haven't tried yet, and they have labs, which are more than just one box. A lab is like a whole entire network infrastructure. So like I was looking at this one earlier, and this sounds kind of cool, right? So anybody who's doing anybody who's in MSP, that sector of IT support that supports small and medium-sized businesses, you may want to have your teams go through this lab. Even if they struggle the whole way, they're going to learn something, because look at what this lab is. So APTLabs, and I haven't done this yet, I was just reading about it. Look, APTLabs simulates a targeted attack by an external threat against an MSP, a managed service provider. The lab requires prerequisite knowledge of attacking Active Directory networks. APTLabs consists of fully patched servers, prevalent enterprise technologies, a simulated WAN network, how cool is that, and much more. Your goal is to compromise all client networks and reach domain admin wherever possible. On completion of this lab, you will be familiar with long-lasting TTPs, how to abuse enterprise technology, and how to be a true Google ninja. This is an extremely challenging Red Team Operator Level 3 lab that will push you to the limit and put your skills to the test in the following areas: Active Directory enumeration, exploitation, bypassing security features such as 2FA. See, look at this. This is cool. Exploiting interactive users, Kerberos attacks, lateral movement between. That's the future of preparing right there, people. This is phenomenal. Look at this. Look at all the machines on this network. Look, so when you buy this and you connect to that network, the APTLabs one, you got a free BSD box, a Linux box, a bunch of different Windows boxes. You better believe there's some Windows 10 in there. I have to believe they threw some Windows Server stuff in there. But here's the thing. If you don't know this, MSPs are managing a lot of businesses these days, and they need to be more secure, and they need to be working on this regularly, which many of them are, and trying to figure out how to better train employees and prep for cyber attacks. Well, what better way to do that than to get in the mind of an attacker in a low risk environment and practice and see what they're doing, because then it can maybe reveal some things and vulnerabilities that you might have. So if I'm going to say that to anybody who goes to work for an MSP or who's in an MSP now, you may want to try out this lab here, even if it's hard, because HackTheBox is not easy, in my opinion. It's not even for an IT professional. This is pen testing, people. Pen testing it's another level of IT. I'm not saying you can't start pen testing, but I would say that you got to make your way up through, you got to understand hardware. Most people don't start with pen testing, right? Most people will start with understanding hardware. And I'm not saying you have to get certain certs. I'm just saying you got to have there's a progression here. But if this is your aim early on, you'll get here fast. You got to have some prerequisite knowledge, some foundational skills. But for those of you watching, hopefully I can help you build those, because that's what I do for a living. I teach